Hi, today I will be teaching you the unit circle. Let's start off with special right triangles. The special right triangles will be 30, 60, 90, and 45, 45, 90. All of these are special because they have specified lengths for each. 1 here, root 3 here, and 2. So whenever this angle is like 30 and this is 60, you'll know the lengths. Same over here, 45, 45, 90. You have 1, 1, and root 2. This matters within the unit circle because it helps identify this first side and its coordinates. So this would be theta, which would be any angle, and then this would be x, and this would be the y, and this would be the combination of both, which is the tan, as you can see here. Y, x, and tangent. This is a unit circle. A good way to remember all the quadrants and its sign is C, where all cosine is positive, where all of them are positive, where only sine is positive, and where tangent is positive. The use of a unit circle would be finding the lengths of here, the y coordinate, or the length of here, x coordinate on most angles. A common angle would be 45 degrees. This would be 45 degrees, and you would know that this is 1, and this would be root 2 because of the special right triangle we discussed earlier here. These would be all the coordinates of them, and it would be, this is all determined by the right triangle here. So if you drop an altitude from any of these angles, you would be able to find the lengths determining by these. So it would be like cosine, sine, cosine, sine, cosine, sine. A good way to remember all of these would be 1, 2, and 3. And all these angles are supplementary to other angles, and all you need to do is know the sign of them and see which one it's supplementary to, depending on cosine or sine. Here are some important angles: 30 degrees, 45 degrees, and 60 degrees. These are all different angles from the two special triangles we learned earlier. All of these correspond to a certain angle. So if it's 30 degrees, then sine would be 1/2. Cosine, root 3 over 2. Tangent, just root 3 over 3. For 45 degrees, sine would be root 2 over 2. Cosine, root 2 over 2. And tan would equal 1. Sine for 60 degrees would be root 3 over 2. Cosine equals 1/2. And tan equals root 3 over 1. Here's some example problems. Find xy of 225 degrees and 330 degrees. For 225 degrees, all you have to know is that 270 minus 45 is 225, so it would be supplementary to 45 degree angle. The only difference is that the sign is negative, so the answer would be negative root 2 over 2 and negative root 2 over 2. For 330 degrees, 360 minus 30 is 330, so supplementary to the 30 degree angle. The only difference is that the y coordinate is negative, so it's root 3 over 2 and negative 1/2. Here are more example questions. So first example, what is sine theta if cosine is 342? Well, for the first answer, you can just put cosine 342 into inverse sine, where you get 72. For a second answer, you just take 180 minus 72, which is 108. This is because this is if this is 72 degrees, then what would this be? So all you have to do is take 180 minus 72, and you'll find the supplementary angle. For what is cosine when sine is 257? It's the same thing. When cosine, you put sine 257 into inverse cosine, which you get 167. And for the second answer, we're looking for cosine. Therefore, we use 360 instead of 180, and we get 193.